guys, it's Erin back here with another video. So today is April 19th, I believe. I honestly almost forgot about this video until yesterday. So here I am, better late than never. Well, really it's not gonna be late because the day that I was supposed to post this is tomorrow, and it's gonna be posted on the 20th. You know, I'm speaking into being. But anyways, thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. I am going to be talking about my single lock today. If you haven't already, go ahead and watch the video from last year because I probably answered like all of your questions that you probably have that I don't answer in this video. Probably answered them last year. So go ahead, go back and watch that video. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to this video and the last lock video. And let's go ahead and get into it. Before I even start answering the questions though, I am going to show you guys how long my lock has gotten. I retwisted it on Saturday when I did this Bantu knots, and clearly it didn't really, I didn't clip it, so it probably did, that's why it didn't really stay. But yeah, this is how long my lock is now. Well, okay, if I was to hold it down here, it's that long. And this long, basically like in the middle of those two necklaces. This is how she looks. Her name is still Loca. So yeah, that was like a little length check for Loca. I'm gonna put a picture right beside this to see like how long it was last year this time because I don't remember. But yeah. And if you want to see me retwist it, I did that in last year's video. Okay, so now getting into the questions. I did leave a question box on my story like 2 or 3 times on Instagram. So if you follow me there, you saw that and you were able to leave a question. And then I also left a comment on my last single lock video. And I pinned it for you to ask questions there. So I gathered all the questions and I'm answering them today. I usually do this about once a year. So if you have questions for next year, I got you. So my first question is, will you do a head of locks in the future? The answer is definitely yes. I'm more convinced this year to do it than I was last year. So it'll probably happen within the next 5 to 8 years or so. Because I actually want to comb them out. Like I want to get locks and then comb them out because I've seen people do that. So yeah. Which leads me to my second point. I will be combing this out one day. And I'll probably make a video about it. Because it shouldn't take that long. Because I know people with like locks all over, they can comb their locks out. And, you know, the time varies. But I feel like it shouldn't take that long because it's one lock. But the second question is, was your single lock accidental or on purpose? It was definitely on purpose to figure out or to find out why I did it. Go watch the last video. But to sum it up, it was on purpose and it was for individuality. My third question is, how do you moisturize her? I don't really have a routine for moisture for my lock. I'll deep condition it sometimes when I'm like putting deep conditioner on the rest of my hair. Sometimes I'll put deep conditioner on it, sometimes I won't. Mainly just like if I just did like a protein treatment, I'll put deep conditioner on it. Or if I colored my hair, I'll put deep conditioner on it. But other than that, I don't really do anything to my lock other than retwist it like every 4 months because I don't retwist it every month either. Someone said just here to say I might want one. Go for it, sis. Go for it. Get you a single lock. It's literally one. If you regret it, you can comb it out. You can cut it. Like it doesn't matter, you know, it's literally one. And put it in the back so that way you can decide what you want to do with it. Whether you want to cut it or, you know, comb it out a little by little. Do what you want to do. But get you a lock if you really want one. Also, side note, I saw like a post on Instagram where this woman, she combed out the end of her locks like maybe like 3 months to like give it a goddess lock look. And I might do that. I might comb out this end to give it like a goddess lock look so that way I can like coil it. So we'll see if I decide to do that. And if I do that, I'll probably make a video on it. Maybe not on YouTube, but on Instagram for sure if I don't do it on YouTube. Someone else asked, how long have you been growing hair and what inspired you to get a single lock? So I have been growing Loca. I don't know if I said her name, but her name is Loca for the newcomers. But I have been growing her for 2 years. Tomorrow marks 2 years. Yeah, I remember the day I put it in. I just finger coiled my hair up, and like I made sure the section was perfect. I'm sure it's not perfect now, just because, you know, like different strands, really they just be joined in the lock. But yeah, I'm sure it's not perfect now, but I remember sectioning it off and making sure it was perfect, and I finger coiled it, and that was the beginning. Got another, how long have you been growing your lock? Oh, is Loca longer than your natural hair? Yes. Yes, Loca is a little bit longer. So Loca stops here, but my natural hair stops like here. And it's because, you know, I've gotten at least 2 professional trims since I've had my lock, if not more. And so because of that, I think that's probably why it's shorter, because of course this has not been trimmed at all. So it's just retaining all of the growth. Whereas the rest of my hair, it has been trimmed periodically. And then also the rest of my hair is like, you know, more prone to like breakage and all that type of stuff. So yeah, Loca is definitely longer than the rest of my hair, but not by far. That was a good question. Oh, and then the follow-up question was, do you feel locks retain length more than natural hair? Definitely. Another question is, how often do you retwist? I think last year I don't think I had a schedule last time I made this video, but now I still don't have a schedule. But I would say I probably retwist like every 3 or 4 months. Like sometimes I'll just look at it and I'm like, wow, I should retwist today, and I just retwist. So yeah, it's not a big deal. But the thing is, I'm not super particular about my retwist anymore. Like I used to make sure, you know, I clipped it every time I retwisted. But I don't do that anymore. I just kind of retwist and, you know, leave it alone. Somebody else asked, do you think Loca represents your true length of your natural curl, or is it longer and vice versa? So that's kind of like the other question. Loca is longer. And I think it's so cool with the length of Loca, because I've been growing it for 2 years. And so if I was to lock all of my hair, imagine where I would be in 2 years. It's just so cool to like be able to envision it from one. It's kind of like doing a strand test when you're coloring your hair, you know? You do strand tests like in the back in a section where you can't really see it, and you can envision it over your entire head. That's kind of like what it is with a single lock. Like I can kind of envision what my entire head will look like with locks, and I think it'll be a look. And somebody else asked, how is wash day? Wash day is normal. I don't do anything special. At the beginning, wash day was a little different. It was a little bit more tricky because I was trying not to get this wet, but now wash day is completely normal. I don't do anything extra unless I'm feeling extra. Like you should blow dry this dry aside from the rest of your hair, because of course this is going to take longer to dry because it's like all the hair is packed in there. So if you have a single lock and you want to be extra, you could blow dry it by itself to make sure it gets dry, but I don't do that, although you should. And somebody asked, would you get more in the future? I might, because sometimes I think about adding like another one over here, or maybe even adding another one beside it, just to kind of see like the growth and just to see and enjoy the process again, because I think it's such a cool process and fun thing to watch, seeing your hair lock up over time. So I definitely would add another one, and I may in the future. We'll see in the very near future. Also, on my last YouTube video, I found out that a couple of other people have single locks, and I think that's so cool. Someone commented on my last video that I did about my lock that their main issue with their lock was buildup and length. And they get obsessed trying to pick it out. So mine has buildup too, and length. Well, it has built length for sure. Like that, you can see like the white a little bit. And like right here. So like, yeah, it's probably built up, maybe not, but it might be built up, because when it was this length, I was retwisting it frequently. So it could be built up, but there's also lint in there. And I know some people take like, when they have like people with a full head of locks, they'll take like a bristle brush and just like brush it. And apparently that helps get the lint out. So for the person that commented that, hopefully that helps. Try it and let me know down below if it helps or not. Personally, I don't care about the lint in mine. I think it adds character, so yeah. And then the very last question that I have is why not the front instead? So I guess why not putting a single lock in the front? And personally, I think it looks weird. I was very strategic putting it back here because one, I think it looks weird just to have like a single lock. Like imagine this style with this, not back here. Imagine this style with just like a single lock like right here. I mean, that might be cute, but to me, right now, the way I'm envisioning it, it just feels weird. So that's why I decided not to do in the front. But then also because whenever I get ready to either comb this out or like cut it off or whatever, if I decided to just cut it off, having it in the front and then cutting it off, it's gonna look crazy. But having it in the back and cutting it off, you can kind of like I can kind of blend my new growth. Like, you know, I would probably stop retwisting it for a while so that way it would have like a good chunk of new growth before I cut it off. But at that point, I would probably be able to, like, I could blend my new growth with the rest of my hair in the back. Versus in the front, I feel like it would just kind of look weird. And then also, if I decided to like just shave it off, I could do like an undercut or have some fun with that. So that's why I decided to do in the back versus the front, just because I feel like I have more freedom in the back without it looking too crazy. Not crazy, but without it looking too unconventional, because it's already unconventional. But without it looking too unconventional, I decided to put it in the back. So yeah, I think that is it. I can't think of anything else I want to address with my single lock. Yeah, that's it. That's all I can think of to address with my single lock. Year 2, we made it. I didn't even think I was gonna make it to month 2, and I made it to year 2. Will I make it to year 3? I don't know. I really don't know. I think I might comb it out by year 3. I might. And if I comb it out, whether I decide to comb it out or comb out some of it to create a goddess lock or shave it off, whatever I decide to do, y'all will know. I'm gonna record it and I'm going to post it on YouTube and Instagram, whatever I decide, so that way you guys can keep up. Because some people be asking like, where's your single look? How are we doing? How's it doing? Let's get an update. And so here it is. But yeah, so I think that is it. If you made it to this point in the video, please leave me a comment down below with just comment any emoji, honestly. Just comment any emoji, whatever emoji you're feeling like that day. Comment, whenever you see this, comment that emoji down below, just to let me know that you made it through the entire video and you watched the end. And also, leave me down below content suggestions that you guys would like to see from me. And without further ado, that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Make sure you subscribe and like. Bye.